What's up, guys? Thanks for watching. Today I am making a barbecue sauce. Now this barbecue sauce, it's not really a North Carolina style or a Memphis style. I don't really understand all that or pay attention to it. This is the barbecue sauce my dad used to make. Every time we would barbecue and something that would require barbecue sauce like ribs or chicken, he would make this. He would sit at the stove and stir this stuff up and he would just throw it together. And it was always so good. When you put it on the meat and put it on the grill, it kind of caramelizes and it's sticky. Yum. Try it. See what you think about it. This sauce could be used as a starter too. So if you want to add something to it like cumin or more or a hot sauce or even chili powder, you can up the vinegar if it's too sour, up the sugar if it's not. You can play with it. But we love this stuff. And to this day, I still make it. Every time I make it, I think of my dad standing in front of the stove stirring barbecue sauce. So you guys give it a try. Tell me what you think. If you are a new subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing. We've had a bunch of new subscribers. Welcome aboard. If you're not, we would love to have you. So make sure you click your subscribe button down below or at the end of the video. Please give me a thumbs up and make sure you put down your questions or comments. I would love to know about your guys. If you've ever made barbecue sauce or your ways of doing it, please comment down below. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Enjoy the barbecue. Dad would always start with an onion. And so I just take a sweet onion, yellow onion. It doesn't have to be an expensive onion, just the cheap ones you get in a bag. I remember my folks, when we moved to Alabama, they discovered Vidalia onions, and my dad traveled and he'd go to that area, to Vidalia, and come back with bags of sweet Vidalia onions. But any onion will work. So we're just going to chop it, and we do chop it kind of fine. You don't mush it up or anything, because I like the little tidbits of onion in there. Plus, it's the way my dad always made it. So we cut up a whole onion. My parents always shocked me. They grew up, I mean, both of them were born in 1930, 1931, in the mountains of Tennessee. And they were just always the most liberal, loving parents. In fact, when I came out to them when I was 21, they were so cool with it. And back then, it wasn't that you didn't come out, you know? But my parents were just shockingly accepting of everything. They were very tolerant of anything that was different, which is just shocking to me for somebody from the hills of Backroads, Tennessee from the 1930s. Born in the 1930s, grew up in the 50s. So into the pot that you're going to cook it all in. So it is a one-pot dish, by the way, one-pot sauce. We're going to put about a tablespoon or so of oil. Now back then, my parents' dad never used olive oil. He always used just cooking oil, vegetable oil. But I'm going to use olive oil. And you're going to put your onion in and sweat it. You don't really want to brown it, you just want to sweat it. So we're going to turn that on and let that cook for a few minutes. Well, okay, the onions have been sweating and they're kind of translucent. You don't have to spend a long time on that. We just want to get some of that fresh onion taste. So to this, I'm kind of eyeballing it, so I'm going to try to remember exactly what I put. About a teaspoon, tablespoon of garlic powder. You want it kind of garlicky. We're going to put about a half a cup of apple cider vinegar. Not the white vinegar, but the apple cider. Into that, half a cup of brown sugar. A squirt of lemon juice. Kind of brightens up the flavor a little bit. We always had molasses in Tennessee, so we're going to put about 2 tablespoons of molasses. And probably, I've Forgot to shake it. Always shake your Worcestershire sauce. I want about a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. And about a teaspoon to a tablespoon of black pepper. We found this good one from Walmart. It's a restaurant style black pepper. It's really good. It's got a big grind to it. So stir all that together. All right. Now to that, we're going to put about 2 cups of ketchup, just plain old store-bought ketchup. And the cheap Walmart brand works just as good as the others. And stir that together till it's combined. And probably a tablespoon of yellow mustard. I don't know where the man came up with this recipe. All right, so at this point you want to taste it for seasoning. That's really sharp to me. So I'm going to put another ½ cup of brown sugar. Turn your stove down to a simmer too. Okay, taste it again. Actually needs more brown sugar. So that's about a cup. Let's say a cup and a fourth. Again, we liked it sweet. All right. That's the stuff. It's sharp, but it's not acidy. At this point, you could definitely add liquid smoke if you wanted to. I probably will put a shot of Tabasco in it or hot sauce to make it a little hot. But we're just gonna let that simmer for a while. So it's been simmering for about an hour now. And I tasted it, it was still a little sour from the vinegar, so I actually added about 1/4 cup more of white sugar. I didn't need any more of the molasses taste, but I wanted the sweetness. So that extra 1/2 cup, 1/4 cup of white sugar really kicked it off. All right, the barbecue sauce simmered for like an hour or so. And we've let it cool a little bit. I want to cool it before I put it in the jar. And I just used like a mason jar or a ball jar, like in this case, and scoop it in. If I had a funnel, that would be great, but for some reason, I don't have a funnel. I never owned a funnel. But that would make my life a lot easier. And I would store this in the refrigerator. You could probably can it and use, you know, a heat sealing, but I just store it in the refrigerator. This may not fit all of it. Just put the lid on in the ring and wash it off, and you're ready to roll. Like I said, this is a sweet barbecue sauce. It's not like the North Carolina or the Memphis. It's not real mustardy. It's almost a glaze with a barbecue sauce flavor. It's high in sugar, so if you put it on your meat, watch it because it does burn, but we like the burn taste, that almost caramelized taste. And the way we do it is like we cook our meat till it's nearly done, really good on pork or chicken, till it's done. Slather this on or dip it in, put it back on for a few minutes, let it set, let it brown. It's good to go. You guys enjoy. If you try it, make sure you put your comments down below, and we'll see you all next week.